For most of us, the simple act of getting dressed is a completely thoughtless, automatic morning routine. But watch this. In Indonesia, there are millions of stroke survivors for whom a basic 10-second task becomes an exhausting daily battle. When someone suffers a stroke, the immediate medical priority is physical survival. But once the hospital stay ends and the intensive rehab slows down, patients often confront a sudden, quiet vacuum. Through conversations with survivors and their families, we found that the true devastation lies beyond the loss of motor function. The deeper wound is the sudden loss of independence, leaving patients with the crushing reality of feeling like a permanent burden to the people they love. Two systemic barriers lock them into this dependency. Current adaptive tools are often highly clinical and aesthetically unappealing, and there is a near-total lack of inclusive workspaces suited for their physical limitations. Modern stroke recovery repairs the body enough to keep it alive, but it frequently stops short of providing the tools and environments required for a survivor to actually live with purpose. Rekarya adaptive gear was designed to bridge that gap by applying deliberate engineering to these daily frustrations. We tackle spasticity using an adjusted ergonomic angle and targeted weight distribution in our cutlery to stabilize grip. We applied that same logic to clothing. By replacing traditional buttons with hidden magnetic closures, the fabric automatically snaps into perfect alignment. No fine motor skills are required. An exhausting multi-minute ordeal of getting dressed is reduced to a simple 10-second independent act. Prioritizing modern aesthetics alongside this engineering allows the technology to remain invisible. The user re-enters social spaces with confidence, leading with their personal style rather than their disability. Rekarya's operational model pivots on a central choice. We manufacture these products alongside the survivors themselves. To do this, we built the Rekarya Creative Hub, a specialized, inclusive workspace designed for post-acute stroke warriors. Survivors are trained in light assembly, packaging, and quality control. Every task is matched to the individual's current motor capabilities. This work serves as structured occupational therapy, using repetitive, purposeful actions to help rebuild fine motor pathways over time. The manufacturing process also provides them with a steady income, directly addressing the burden mentality by allowing them to contribute financially. During our initial testing in rehabilitation clinics, 9 out of 10 users reported a significant increase in their daily independence. The Creative Hub transforms the role of the survivor from a passive recipient of care into a productive member of a workforce, effectively monetizing their own rehabilitation. The morning struggle is replaced by a moment of ease. A survivor secures their clothing and heads to work with their dignity intact. To scale this ecosystem, we operate a direct-to-consumer e-commerce stream, delivering these tools straight to the families who need them. As this flowchart illustrates, our B2B strategy targets partnerships with physiotherapy clinics, fitness centers, and hospitals to supply post-stroke recovery kits at scale. To expand this production and build more inclusive training centers, we are looking for strategic partners, investors, and health networks. A stroke may permanently halt certain bodily functions, but it should never be allowed to halt a person's agency or their capacity to create. Reclaiming the power to move one's own life forward is the ultimate metric of a successful recovery.
Praktiknya pakai baju ya.
Having difficulty putting on a shirt because of a stroke or broken arm? Try this OT hack. Place the back side of your shirt facing up. Bunch up the side of the shirt for your affected arm towards the sleeve. Place the sleeve through your affected arm up to your shoulder.
Makan siang ya. Itu kan 150 itu, wih cepet itu ya kan, hadiahnya makan siang ya, lambat-lambat ya nggak makan siang kan gitu ya, ya atau terlambat makan siangnya, nah jadi nggak boleh keluar ruangan ya.
Define needs for stroke patients, such as better spoon grips, ideate clothing solutions, like magnetic buttons. Kancing magnet adalah solusinya. Mengembalikan kemandirian dengan mudah.